Hello and welcome to the Mini Me Yoga podcast and YouTube channel. And today we are with the lovely Karina. How are you, Karina?
I'm very well, Kate. Thank you. Happy New Year to you.
Happy New Year. Now, I am so glad that we are back to our monthly forest school activities. What have you got for us this month?
Well, we're going to do something exciting with a pine cone, a toilet roll, some peanut butter, and some birdseed.
That sounds wonderful. I shall hand it over to you because I'm sure that the birds do need a little bit of help with all the cold weather and things like that through the winter, don't they?
Absolutely, they do. And at the moment, it's the 44th annual Big Garden Bird Watch with the RSPB.
Fantastic. My goodness, that's come around quickly. Oh, I love this. Oh, yeah. So this is going to be perfect then for bringing all the birds in, and then you can do your bird watching.
Absolutely. So you sit for an hour where you can see a bird table and you have a list of all the different garden birds. So you might need a book with different garden birds in, but you can always borrow one from the library or they're cheap enough, or even go onto the RSPB site and print off a little tick sheet. So then you know which birds you've counted and you can send your results in.
I love that idea. That's such a great idea. And how do we attract birds into our garden then? If with a bird feed.
Well, what we're going to do today is we're going to make some simple bird feeders, and you can make them with a toilet roll or possibly a pine cone. So all you need is some peanut butter. Here we have a big tub full of peanut butter, a couple of spoons. So what you do is you get your pine cone, get a big spoonful of peanut butter. Look at this, isn't it sticky? And you just coat it along the pine cone, so you make sure you get it into all the open parts of the pine cone, because this, I don't know if you can see, there's some pine cone seeds or some seeds for a pine tree in there. So what you want to do is get the peanut butter into all the grooves, because peanut butter is full of fat, which is good for the birds at this time of year to help them if they're struggling to find food. So that's the first stage where I've filled all the little bits of the pine cone in. And then the next stage, I've got a tray here. And in my tray, I've got some sunflower seeds, some mealworms, and I've got some suet pellets. And they're all really high energy food for the birds at this time of year. So once you've filled in your pine cone with your peanut butter, now this is a really messy, sticky job. So it is going to be gross. What we're going to do is we're going to roll the pine cone in the seed, push it in as hard as you can to make sure you fill in all those gaps. And then you have a bird feeder. So to attach this to your bird table, or I don't know, if you've got a window box or something, you can attach them to it. You literally just roll a piece of wool around and then you just tie it in a knot nice and tightly, because remember the birds are going to be hanging from this to feed. And then make sure you've got a long enough part at the other end to then tie so the food can be eaten off the pine cone. And because it's a pine cone, you can refill it. I've also done a toilet roll tube here, but they tend to go a little bit soggy in the rain, and all the oil and the fats from the peanut butter soak into the tube, so they go soggy. But with a pine cone, you can use it as many times as you like. So what you can see here, this one I have completely coated with the bird seed. And I've gone around all of the little bits. You can see all the different energy foods on there. So these bits are the inside of a sunflower. So the little seed at the top, there's a big seed head. And these are what is inside those black and white striped seeds. These little worm things here are called mealworms, and robins especially like these because they are full of energy and really good for them. And these little bits here are suet fruit pellets, so they taste of different flavours. I haven't tried them, so I can't tell you what they taste like. And I wouldn't recommend that you do try them because they're not for us to eat, but the birds absolutely love them. Okay, so I don't know if at your schools at the moment, if you're doing the big school bird watch, that started last week and that goes on for a little bit longer. But the actual bird watch is over the last weekend in January. So if you want to go onto the RSPB site and find all the information, I'll put a link on underneath our video, Kate, and people will be able to go on and find some more information. I've spoken about food here, but also the other really important thing for the birds in your garden is to make sure they've got water. So they need some fresh water. Even if it's only a shallow, like a dinner plate or something, and you go top it up every day and make sure they've got some water in the garden, then they'll keep coming back to your garden and you'll have lots and lots of different animals and birds in your garden.
I love that. Thank you so much. That was amazing.
You're welcome. Have you got any questions, Kate? Anything you'd like to ask me about it?
Well, I think everybody's going to be very excited to do this. So we definitely want to put the link, don't we, in the chat box, so that everybody can do that. And maybe people could actually send in their lists or just let us know what type of birds they've spotted.
That would be brilliant. Wouldn't it? See,
wouldn't it be nice?
Yeah, because although we all, most of the ambassadors live in the UK, it would be fascinating to see if there's any across the world as well. Because, we've got several ambassadors over in America, haven't we? Perhaps they could get in on the challenge and we could see some different birds. And also there's some different, we've got members of the tit family within the UK, and blue tits love these feeders. And I wonder if the little crested tit that lives up in Scotland, who loves eating from pine cones, whether anybody would see them in their garden as well. That would be interesting, wouldn't it?
Yeah, so please let us know. You can pop it on our Facebook page, and you can just, do a little post, or you can comment in under any of these videos, but please let us know. Thank you so much, Karina, and we'll be seeing you again next month.
Yes, next month in February. We'll see what's going on, whether the weather's turned really cold, because sometimes in February it's cold. So we'll see what sort of activities I can come up with for then. If you've got any suggestions and you'd like to learn anything about the outside, or have any questions about different things you can do, different activities, please get in touch. I'll be more than happy to help and do a little demo on here.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Karina, and all your contact details are in these videos, so please get in touch with Karina, because there's lots of fun to be had outside, even in the cold weather.
Yeah, it's only bad clothing. It's not bad weather.
Exactly. Take care, everyone. Take care.
Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye.